Hey, all right. Well, I just wanted to give you it'll be a real quick haul. I think I went to the Goodwill store today and another thrift store. Actually I went to a wedding this morning, and on my way there, there's yard sales, and I couldn't stop at the yard sales because I was on my way to a wedding, which uh, for some reason I really had the fever this morning, even though I shouldn't have the fever because I already told you why I shouldn't have the fever because I already got plenty of stuff to sell, but I just did. So I went to the wedding. It was good, and it was a nice wedding. I liked it. But the reception, well, when I got out of the wedding, I couldn't go to yard sales because it had started raining and everybody packed up. So yard sales were closed. But the wedding was at a fire hall. The reception was at a fire hall, which was right next to a Goodwill store. And on the other side of the street is my neighbor's closet, which is another thrift store. So before I went to the reception, I went to the Goodwill, and well, actually, I went to my neighbor's closet first, and I didn't find a lot there. But what I did find was these old rock and roll cassettes. Now, I've been around a while, so of course I recognize some of these old names, But there's what I got right there. I don't know if you can tell. The second one from the top is actually just a plastic case, but it's got uh Paranoid by Black Sabbath in it. So anyway, yeah. So the interesting thing is there's one by Hot Tuna, comes in a cardboard case, and the cassette is a paper cassette. It's got paper label on there. There's a big problem with this though. The tape is broken. It's not under there, so I guess it's worthless. But I thought maybe the box might have some interest to somebody because a lot of this stuff just kind of vanished. So I thought maybe the box might be of interest. I couldn't find any on eBay when I was checking these earlier. So and this is something this predates me. It's Roxy Music, which I understand Roxy Music. Um, this is their Stranded album, and I also got their Country Life album. And but the thing about them is they're actually slipcases, and there's a pink cassette tape in here now, and they look different. I mean, the little I've never seen these before. Um, Granted, I didn't start buying a lot of music till oh mid '80s really, but I bought Pink Floyd The Wall when it came out, but I bought it on album, and I had a couple other ones, but I didn't have a lot of money, so I didn't really buy a lot of music. But but I never saw these slipcase ones. I've never seen them, and so I was just curious about them. If you guys know anything, I found a few of them on eBay. They all sell, but not Roxy Music. I didn't find the Roxy Music ones. So, but yeah, there was two Roxy Musics with pink ones in a slipcase, and they're quarter each. So it used to be you'd lose money on a quarter each for cassettes, but not anymore. So, and then there's one called Average White Band. I guess it's like a funk sound. I never got into these guys. I never listened to them at all, so I don't know that much about them. But again, it's pink with the slipcase. So, and this one here I think it was dated 1975. Well, that's the copyright on the cassette. But yeah, so printed in USA. That's something to say right there. And I got a Pink Floyd Animals. The Doors, got the Best of the Doors, which I'm not sure. I'm not sure how old that actually is. But these are mostly like these Roxy Musics and the other one. I don't have an idea really where they're at, so I'm gonna start them at $9.99 run at auction. And I'm gonna try this Hot Tuna one, but I don't know what to put it for because I don't really know. I mean, there was Hot Tunas that were selling that particular album, but they weren't in cassettes, so I don't know what that deal was on that. And I think I'm just gonna run a lot of these at $4.99 or $9.99. Run them once, see if I sell any of them. This one I think might have been. This is deep purple, in rock, deep purple in rock. But it looks like it might be like a Columbia House thing or something, or RCA tape or something. That's what those ones usually look like, I thought. So, and I couldn't find exactly at this time, so I don't know if that's any good or not. But then, but for a quarter, I just picked it up. I mean, it's selling a lot or something. So, and the Rolling Stones, that one I think was selling around $5. Lou Reed, Mistrial, I think that was around 5 too, 5 or 7 or something like that. And then Blondie, this particular one, I don't think I found this one on there, but this album was selling cassette, so love Debbie Harry. And New York Dolls. This one, and a lot of these actually have paper. This one has got a paper label too. A lot of these other ones, several of these other ones have paper labels too. This one was sold for, somebody had it sold it for $12, I think it was. And then yeah, then there's that Black Sabbath. Yeah, that one's a paper label too. You can't really see it, I don't think, but it's a paper label. So if you guys know anything about, I mean, paper labels, obviously are older. If somebody wants to chime in, if they know something about it, that'd be really helpful. That'd be really cool. So I was just gonna go ahead and list these things without sharing them with you, and I thought, well, you know, maybe I better share, my sweet little find there. I'm really gonna try to not do as much. I'm really gonna try to not do as much shopping. So we'll see how that works out. I really need to do more listing, especially this time of year. I'm not really selling a lot, so I shouldn't really be spending money. But I have a lot to list, so it would make more sense just to list rather than spend money. I'll get this to first, and I picked up this. I don't know if this actually sells or not. I always pick up the Harry Potter Scenits. This is a metal one, so I think it might sell just like this, except this one is actually missing one of the dice. So I think I should be able to just use a dice from one of the other Harry Potter games I have that I have parted out. Scenic games. But then again, I might just part it out and see if I can get something, because one of the well, it's got these cards in here too, so I don't know if they have trading cards there in there. They might be worth something alone. But some of these the little pewter pieces, that one I think is just a regular one. They might look a little bit different than the other one, but then there's that three-headed dog. I can't remember that guy's name. You guys remember that guy? Oh, I knew what it is. Like the mythological name. There's that three-headed dog, and then there's the sorting hat. These are a little different than the other. And then there's a broom. So they're a little different than some of the other ones. Wait, what's underneath here? Oh, and there's 5? There's 5? Well, that's weird. Maybe it's missing more than one, because there's a train in here too. So that means there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. I bet you there's supposed to be 6 for this. So I'm probably missing another one. So that'll definitely probably mean parting it out. Okay, well that's cool though. Either way, I don't care. Got plenty of these that I have parted out, and I've sold bits and pieces out of them, so I don't see any. I'm sure there's probably a one here. No, there is only 5 of those. I think. Yeah, there is only 5 of them. Okay. Cool. So anyway, there's that. So I don't know. I still probably just part it out. So I got that. Oops, forgot to put this back in there. I got that, and then videotapes, I think, are a quarter at my Goodwill now, or 50 cents. It might be 50 cents. But I found some old wrestling videotapes. Steel Cage, Hulk Hogan. Oops. There's Razor Ramon on there. I didn't realize that. I guess so. Wow, that one was 1999. This one's 92. Here's the Undertaker. He's from 95. That dude's old then, I guess. He's really old. I don't know. I haven't really paid much attention to wrestling in a long time. I mean, Ultimate Warrior was still wrestling last time I paid attention. So. There's another Hulk Hogan. Greatest matches. Hulkamania at its best. That's a WWF one, so that's 1992. And then there's Sergeant Slaughter. A little picture of the Iron Sheik down here in the corner. That's pretty good. 1990, that one says. And then Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling. I don't know if I didn't check any of these to see what prices were yet, so I didn't check at the store either. I just grabbed them because they were so cheap. So, I didn't figure I could go wrong. I could lot them up. I think I got a couple other ones around here that need to go in a lot, so I could just stick them in there with those ones. And I just saw these on a somebody else did a video. Who was I watching? I think it was the green room. What do you call it? The green room hangouts. I think it was. And this might have been the college picker that mentioned these Heelys, but I didn't know anything about them or anything like that. They're kids. I guess they're all kids. I don't know if there's adults that would wear shoes with wheels on the bottom or not. But I paid $7.99 for this pair. I saw something. Yeah, see, they're size 6 USA, so it must be a kid size there. But yeah, they're in pretty good shape. I mean, they look pretty good. They look nice. So the kid must have fallen on his butt and got hurt and decided he didn't want to play no more. So what do they do? Do they actually? Yeah, they just. I think they might need a little. Might need a little oil in there. Still rolls still rolls smooth. I mean, they're not. If there's bearings, the bearings in there are good. So, because they're not loose at all. So, yeah, but I just heard the Heelys were good, so I just I just went ahead and bought them. I did look them up a little bit at the store, but I was in kind of a hurry because I wanted to get over to. Well, my wife had forgotten the presents in the car when I dropped her and the daughter off to go to the reception, so I had to quick run back over. I mean, it's just across the street, but I had to get back over there. So, and I didn't want to miss out on anything. So, yeah, that's all that I got in my haul video today. But so anyway, that's it. Now I got to keep listening. You too. Bye.